Going live.
I'm breathing.
We're live now.
And we're backwards.
Yeah, we're always backwards nowadays. I don't get it, but whatever.
But I don't think we're backwards to them.
No, we're not.
Okay.
We're only backwards to you and I.
Hi, everybody. It is Sunday, April 7th, the day before the wonderful solar eclipse. You'd think that we had never had one.
Ever.
I mean, like, this is like the first time anybody has ever seen the sun and the moon cross paths.
And actually, you know, we had a partial one here 7 years ago.
I know. Yeah. Uh-huh. But this is
not like what's going to happen tomorrow, but
they have them they're all going on all the time, all over the world. But because it's going through from Texas all the way through Maine, and everybody's all excited and all worked up about it. And Made in America on ABC has been going to these little places and all the glasses and careful.
I'm just bringing it down a little notch. That's all.
Wear your glasses, because I've been in several, and the one in the Pacific, but we were close to the equator. And so that sun was very intense anyway.
Yeah.
That one definitely needed your glasses for that one. The one we saw up in the Faroes, in the Northern Hemisphere, it was a cloudy day and actually worked out. So if it's cloudy tomorrow and you've got enough clouds, the glasses are not necessary, because the clouds kind of cover it a little bit for you. But the minute it comes out of the clouds, you're going to need those glasses. Yeah. Because of that intense rays that goes through. But it is an interesting phenomenon. Could you imagine, though, if you didn't know, like all those years ago, all these people, and all of a sudden you're working out
100 years ago, and all of a sudden
you're in the field. And you're out in the field, toiling in the field.
And now all of a sudden
you look up and there's darkness. And
that would be really strange.
The world is coming to an end. And it
lasts, would be weird.
It would seem a lot longer. It's about a 4-minute totality.
3 to 4 minutes, yeah.
Yeah, 3.5 to 4 minutes. So
hopefully I'll get home in time to see it.
They're not giving you the day off?
No.
Holy crap, everybody's got the goddamn day off tomorrow.
No.
Schools are closed.
I have to go to work.
Schools are letting out early.
Well, I mean,
I can understand.
They're letting us out early, so hopefully we can
here we
get
should
out
see
and
it
get
here
home
in Indiana. We should see it's supposed to be in Cleveland.
Morning, Nancy.
In Cleveland about 3:00, something like Cleveland 3:15. So somewhere between 2:45 and 3:00 we should get it here. So it'll be crossing over from Carbondale, Illinois to Cleveland was the next number that they gave. Yeah. So anyway, hi Nance, how you doing? California, sorry, you're only going to get like 20% of this.
Yeah.
But you got it a few years ago. It went from Washington State down this way.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. They travel in different directions as
of course.
They work around the world. And some of the companies, our favorite little yarn shops, one of them decided to do it a little bit later on in the notification. It's like they might not have read the newspaper for a few weeks. And yes, I'm going to pick on you, Miss Brenda and Heather, because they came out with their eclipse yarn, and mine came last Saturday.
Well,
at least supposed to get it done before the eclipse.
You can't. You can't.
I might have if I had.
But it is really cool color.
Yes, and it's even better because they gave in. I forgot to bring the little ring that shows what it's stitched.
Yep.
It stitches out what it's going to look like. Left that at home and forgot. 4/8/24, the eclipse. They put that on a little ring with it, so that I can put that on my shawl here.
Nice.
So I decided to start a shadow shawl. Which you really can't tell.
In the shadow.
In the shadow.
Because we'll be in the shadow.
It's going to create a shadow. A shadow shawl. This is from it. And I did wind it all by myself. And believe me, it's a mess. So I think I may have to start just paying for them to go ahead and wind it. Because if we're not going to be here every week, it probably pays because I made a
What do
mess.
they charge, $1?
No, some Stephen B charges $6.
Yeah, well.
Anyway, I broke my little spinny thing and it fell off. And so I got this all caught on it. But anyway, here you go. So it's a nice, pretty brown, and it has some pretty yellow in it, and it has some tan in it, and a little orangey color. See, here's the
yellow.
Color. There you go. Really fun.
All going to a straight out black.
Straight out brown. Very dark
Black.
brown. No, it's
No,
brown.
Black.
It's brown. It's brown. Look at, you've got black on. This is brown. Heather, Brenda, tell her it's brown. Anyway.
Brown to black.
Love the name. Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Yes.
How perfect. How do you guys think of that? I would have never thought of that. It's so good.
Simon and Garfunkel?
Yeah. That's where it's from. That I did know. And this is, you can tell.
This is your daily chart? Is this the daily?
Yeah.
Daily done?
Yeah. It's where I started it. The first, the next day, the next day, the next day, next day, next day, next day. And then I got.
Hey, I recognize most of those.
You think you know where they came from? See there? So this is going to be my crazy project for the next few days because I want to get this done. And I will work on it tomorrow. We're actually having my sister and brother over. We got fun glasses from Amazon that you can't even get anymore. Oh my gosh!
It's the same thing, but done with actually 2 colors.
Yeah, how it's supposed to be done. I just didn't. When you get up here, you might see some of it. I was kind of hoping once I started.
I told her, I said, why didn't you pull from the center and from the outside? That way you would have had the black and the yellow
all together.
Alternating.
Yeah, I know. And then it didn't, yeah. I don't know.
She keeps pulling things and making it worse.
I did. Never mind. But I did read on the internet how to keep your end, so you know where your end is. Look, I see these little, these little crazy little clips.
The hair clips
that some people can wear in their hair.
Yeah, it's called a hair clip.
Yeah,
a barrette.
She can wear it. I don't have enough hair to use it, and you can take and put it at the end of your yarn. Well, wait, when you know where it is. It's around here somewhere, guys. Hold on. I'll find it. Don't worry. It'll pop up
because it's black. She can't see it.
Well, no, it was close to this. Here it is. See, there it is. Put it with there. Wrap it around. And
clip it like a piece of hair.
Clip it like a piece of hair. And it stays put. Then you always know where your beginning and ending is. Isn't that cool? Ta-da! That's my tip for the day. Woohoo! So that's what I've been working on. I had a tooth pulled on Wednesday.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Believe me, I felt it. She had to dig and dig. Oh, it hurt so bad. Not during. She kept me very numb. She numbed me twice. But, afterwards. And it hurt me almost as bad as, because they're like pulling and you're pulling and you're dropping your jaw. Well.
Dropping your drawers?
Yeah. And this part up here is like going, screaming at me. And so I got home from the dentist, put on my jammies, and have been in my jammies until this morning. Slept on the couch.
So
ice on my tooth.
My husband says to me yesterday, "Was Deb coming over tomorrow?" And I said, "Gosh, I haven't even texted, confirmed. I can't remember. I don't know. Like, I've slept since then." So I sent her a text yesterday.
Did you?
Are we podcasting tomorrow? Nothing. Nada.
I didn't see it.
Zilch. Nada.
I didn't see it.
And then this morning, my husband says, "Deb coming over?" Well, I don't know. She hasn't texted back. So we'll see.
I didn't look at my phone.
This is why I didn't have anything up and going and ready, because I wasn't sure. It's okay.
The other problem.
It's all good. You were in your pajamas with a pack of peas on your cheek.
Yeah, ice and sleeping on the couch, and I had my phone off 90% of the time because the way I was laying, my sensor is over here,
Yeah.
and the way I had to lay to keep the ice on it, I was compressing it so it wasn't getting a signal, so it kept going off. So I turned the whole phone off so I wouldn't get any signals. Every time I fell asleep, I would doze off, and all of a sudden it would go, ew, 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 lost signal.
You're
and
right.
I'd be like, shut the fuck up.
Shut up.
And so I turned
trying
the
to get
damn
some
thing
rest
off.
here.
I was ready to throw it across the room. So anyway, back to business. Today is Pom Pom Sunday.
Pom Pom Sunday.
Yep. And just for the occasion, I'm going to take notes with our Pom
Pom pens.
pens.
We didn't make these.
No, these we didn't make. I got these at a Dollar Tree.
But I am making one right now.
She's
for
making
yellow.
one for you. So she's going to show us how to do it. So that we have different kinds of pom-poms, like we were talking last week, that you can thread this through the top of the hat.
With a crochet hook.
With a crochet hook.
It's the easiest to do with a crochet.
Yeah. And then you could put a button on the inside and then tie it off. And then you have your pom. What do you think? You think this goes with this? No, I don't think so. So they have that. And it comes with, I don't know how long they want you to thread this. Look at this. I think somebody ran out of extra.
Somebody probably complained that there wasn't enough. This is how it works with every company. Somebody complains about something, and so then we're gonna overdo it now. It's overkill.
Okay, fine.
Okay, each one gets 36 inches. Fucking yard. Put a yard of string on each one.
So that they have enough of it. This one came a little strange. This one actually has ribbon.
Oh, I kind of like the ribbon.
I do too. I've never actually.
So
I went.
She's showing the different types of ones you can purchase.
Yes, you can purchase these.
So the kind with the string, you can actually pull that through the top of anything on two different things and just tie it in a bow.
Yes.
You don't want to tie it in a knot and clip those strings off because you don't want to wash those when you wash a hat or something. You want to take the pom-pom off and then wash it.
Right. Exactly.
So don't clip them, or don't clip them super short.
There's another school of thought is to take a button, at least an inch size button, and thread this through the two sides and then tie.
Yeah, you sew a button on the inside of your hat here.
And then thread these.
And then when you put your pom-pom on the top here, you will tie it around the button.
Right.
It keeps it more snug to the top of your hat.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. So that's another way. And then there's another way that I read about.
I like the button technique.
I do too.
But somebody who has a lot of hair like me, and if you pull the hat down to your head, you can snag your hair on the button.
Oh, see, I never even realized that because I don't have enough hair to snag on anything. So it doesn't make any difference.
Doesn't make any difference for you.
Well, and I've also read that some people, if it has the elastic, which I guess I didn't bring one of those, it has an elastic band. You can put the button a little bit off to the side and then wrap the elastic band around the button.
Okay.
Because you can't put the button. Yeah.
Oh, this isn't an elastic.
It's not an elastic band.
But
they come.
This is almost not,
this
is not enough. This is not enough.
No, that wouldn't be enough. What I would do with this one would be I'd tie some thread or something way up here. I'd retie
I would just run
dental
floss through the entire pom-pom.
Yeah.
It's just like a batting core.
Yeah.
So you can run a tapestry needle all the way through.
Yeah, you
if
can.
Need be.
If need be. Yeah, you can.
Show me the snap kind. You got a snap one
and
over
I
here.
have a snap one over here.
So this is my preferred. If I'm buying a pom-pom, I would prefer to have it with a snap on it because you literally sew one part of the snap onto the hat and the other part stays on the pom-pom. This is my preferred way.
Right.
And
they're very strong magnets. except if you want to sew the one of those on, it can be very difficult.
Oh, onto the pom-pom?
Onto the pom-pom.
No, I wouldn't do that. I would.
The trick to do it that I learned over the years is you have to wet the fur so it's totally out of the way, and you use a curved tapestry needle because you don't care if it goes way over here, and you want to use a very, very heavy duty thread.
Dental floss.
Dental floss.
Works really good.
Or upholstery thread. Mm-hmm. And you don't need a lot because it's not going anywhere. No. You don't need to go around it 66 times.
No.
Once, twice, and you're fine. And again, usually there's 4 to 5 sides.
Scissors.
If you do every other on your snap, you should be okay. You don't even have to do every one. Unless you're one of these who washes your hats every week or something like that and wear it with a dirty head. I don't wear a dirty head. Now.
You don't wear a dirty head?
Well, I mean, my hats don't get dirty because I don't usually wear a dirty head. I mean, my hair is, never mind. I know what I'm trying to say, but it's not coming out. That's because my dementia's kicking in.
Below me.
Yeah.
You're so full of shit.
No, I'm not. She says I'm full of shit. I'm not full of shit. I got rid of all of that this week thanks to my medication. A couple of times was a little bit messy.
Oh, but that was
that totally TMI, wasn't it, guys?
That was a little TMI.
But they do say that if the pom-pom is the same thread as the hat, and you can leave it on, meaning like this is Rios, and I would wash it, even though it's super wash, I'd throw it in the washing machine and then lay it flat around the head to dry. You know, I wouldn't take the pom-pom off if it's the same. What about you?
I take the pom-pom off.
You always take the pom-pom off?
I do.
Okay.
Only because the ends of the pom-pom are going to fray more if they get wet and then dried.
True.
So then you could look like you have a felted pom-pom if it's worsted.
That's true.
I mean, if it's all wool.
Yeah, that's true. I never thought about that. I haven't had that issue yet, but that could be an issue. And I don't want any issues.
But otherwise, I mean, you could like dip your hat, hold the pom-pom and wash the hat part. Mm-hmm. And not get the pom-pom wet. You could do that.
Oh, yeah, you could. Yeah.
Totally.
Easily do that. Put a plastic bag around it or something like that, too. You know, there's plenty of ways to do that so that it wouldn't necessarily. Holy cow, what are you doing?
Well, okay, so.
She should explain to you what you did.
Yeah, well, and I messed up.
Uh-oh.
And I didn't fill the one side enough.
You want some more yarn and we can do another one?
No.
Okay.
I'm fine. I clipped it to bring it back over to, so you see how this side is much plumper than this side.
Okay.
So I started on this side, that side.
Okay. So you take this
and then
you fold them all the way out like a long chain.
What are you doing?
I wanted to show them. What is it, like this?
It's like this.
Oh, okay. So you've got 2 pieces.
So these are the clover pom-poms makers. Okay. So you open it up like this.
Okay.
And you start wrapping yarn around this side.
Both of them.
Yeah, together.
Okay.
And then once you fill it up, you close that side and you bring your yarn over to the next side and you fill that one up.
Okay.
So this is where I'm at.
Okay.
This side is full.
Right.
But I started on this side and it
got all unwrapped.
I did it again. No, I was right. This side just isn't as full as this side.
That's okay.
So I clipped it to bring the yarn back around over to the first side, and put more on there.
Okay.
Now, literally, you can fill this up until this part right here is full. I don't always fill it all the way to a flat, where it's flat across here. But you certainly can. It'll make a very, very, very big puffy pom-pom. But I didn't want to have a lopsided pom-pom, so I filled the other side a little fuller. So I just snipped that connector in between the two and brought it back around.
Okay.
Okay. So
which is good.
I'm just putting a bunch more on here.
That's okay. I got a bunch left.
Yeah.
I wasn't going to do anything with it anyway.
So I'm filling it to about that. And it's about that puffy.
Okay.
So they look pretty even.
Yeah, they do.
Okay. So I'm going to try and do this so that you guys can see. Just clipping that off. I have the whole thing made. Don't freak out. Nothing's going to happen at this point. It's not going to unravel. It's not going to fall apart. Everything is together here. And you literally go in and start clipping your yarn. It is not going to fall apart. Everybody thinks it's going to, there's nothing holding it there anymore. It's going to fall apart. It's not going to fall apart. I promise. I've done this 150 times. I've never had one fall apart on me.
Heather responded to me. Hi, Heather. She said, we knew the eclipse was coming for a long time. Just wasn't sure what a striping or gradient colorway would look like. Inspiration hit late. I know. It's the same thing, me looking for a pattern. I was like, what the hell can I do? And it's black to yellow. Oh,
yeah.
To orange.
It's black. I
thought it was brown. It can't look brown. Wow.
It goes from black to brown to gold to yellow.
Anyway,
okay.
It's the bestest, Heather. It really is. And I love your yarn.
So this is what it looks like once you get it all snipped.
Okay.
At this point, do not open this up because you will have 150,000 pieces of yarn everywhere. But this is what it looks like now. Here's where I say to use the dental floss. But I do use, with the same color yarn, this is a natural fiber. So you can't, if you pull it tight, it's going to break because it's a natural fiber. But if you add dental floss to it, like this, now you have something that is not going to break. And minty fresh, no.
And minty fresh too.
So then you take it in the middle here and you tie it off. I'm trying to do it up here so you guys can see it, but normally
while it's still on.
While it's still on, so I do one regular, like,
really good yank.
Give it a yank, then turn it over, and I do a double knot on the other side.
Okay. She makes the best pom-poms ever.
So I do like a 4-square knot. I don't know what it, when you double it over twice, because that one grabs and really pulls. Okay, so I have that double knot there, and I'm going to do another double knot right on top of it.
Okay.
Okay. It's like a square knot, I think, is what it's called.
Heather, I'm glad it's black because I have a black dress to wear it with. I was just going to wear the black with the brown with the black.
And you need a bumblebee, like.
And I need a bumblebee. Okay.
Okay.
So that works.
So knot it on one side, flip it over, do a double knot on the other side twice, and you're good to go. Literally, you're good to go.
Then you.
Well, had I like actually cut everything.
It helps.
It does help. It's those connectors. And I'm using kitchen shears too.
Yeah, that's a little bit different. Oh, magic.
Yeah.
Look, there's nothing there. Mine never come out like that. Never.
But they would. They would if you just filled them up fuller. Most people think I didn't get all of them. I wasn't paying attention. I was watching you guys. I didn't get all of the yarn off. Okay. I still didn't get all the yarn off. Good lordy.
She's new at this, guys. She never done it before in her life.
Not once. Not once. You know, when you're doing something on camera.
Well, it's always going to screw up on camera. We don't script. If we scripted, it'd be different.
Here's your pom-pom.
See, look how cool this is.
And I don't like super over trim. I just take the ones that are really out of there, because otherwise people are like, you didn't make that pom-pom.
They don't believe you made something that pretty.
But now she has a pom-pom that can go on to this hat.
She does. I'm trying to make a mess over here.
That's a good yarn pom-pom.
That's how you do it, guys.
That's how you do it. And this is why I like these, because they come apart.
What do you mean?
They come apart.
Oh, so when you're taking that off,
yeah,
you just pull it apart.
You just pull it apart and the pom-pom falls out.
Do you know that you can use a fork?
You can use a fork, which makes one about this size.
Yeah.
These are great. I've used this size. I use a lot for like baby hats where you do the three on top. These make perfect little baby hat size ones. If you're doing a one pom-pom on a baby hat, I use this size. And then if I'm wanting a super big, chunky yarn pom-pom, this guy.
I'm gonna make
these are all made. These are all by Clover, and I will swear by these.
Yeah, I
will swear by them. My grandma used to have us make them on a piece of cardboard.
You can use your hand.
A donut piece of cardboard with one little slit in it, and we would have. Actually, it was two pieces of cardboard, because then she would cut in between the pieces of cardboard and tie it around that. But she had us fill those up until there was no gap in the center.
Yeah. We used to do it was around our hand, then we trim it, and then we just lay it out on the top and then tie it when we got to what we wanted to do.
That
was
not
very
make a
old fashioned.
That's not a very pretty pom-pom either.
No, it wasn't a very pretty pom-pom. Then this one, they said you go through the middle. Oh, I probably need a needle.
No, you're not going to go through the middle.
You have to have an even number of tines. And the only reason I know they're called tines is because I watch Pretty Woman. 2 tines, 3 tines. Remember? He says that's Pretty Woman. And you tie this like so.
You're acting like they can see what you're doing, and they can't.
Hey.
She's doing this on a fork.
See, I'm tying a fork right down the center here.
You're so funny.
Wait, guys, I'm doing it, but I'm not as talented as you. I'm a little bit of a mess at times. Then you see, it's on the fork.
This is what she has done.
That's what I did. And you have to have an even number. So you go in there, you anchor it to it, and then you cut the sides. I think you do it after you take it off. I think you could make a flower too.
That's not going to be a very good pom-pom.
It's a great pom-pom. It's probably the best pom-pom anybody has ever seen. Right, guys? Right? My pom-poms are usually pretty sick. They look like they do.
Octopus. Looks like an octopus. That's what your pom-poms usually look like, octopuses. She comes over and she's like, I made a pom-pom. I said, you made an octopus. It's what you made. You made an octopus. Give me that yarn, damn it. Okay, it needs more yarn. But
it needs a little more yarn, but now you get the essence of a little pom-pom.
It definitely needs a little shaping.
Well, so what?
Let me shape.
She's going to shape it for me. Now I got a pom-pom. See, this is why I wanted to have this discussion, because now I get a pom-pom. I have a pom-pom for my hat.
She gets the benefits.
I got the benefit from having it for my hat. See? I'll just take my little old crochet hook that I have sitting here.
Shape this up a little to look a little bit more like a pom-pom.
To make it look like a pom-pom?
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe we can. What did you
guys have a good Easter?
I was just going to say, did you guys have a good Easter?
Did you miss us? We missed you. It was weird being home last Sunday.
I was at my in-laws.
Yeah?
Yeah. We had potatoes and ham and cucumber and what are the little mozzarella balls called? Bocconcini.
Bocconcini.
They had little teeny tiny mozzarella balls.
They do?
Yeah.
I didn't know.
So we had tomato, cucumber, and mozzarella salad.
Oh, that sounds good.
Yeah, it was good with balsamic vinaigrette on it.
Oh,
of course,
nice.
My mother-in-law, bless her heart, she pulled up a recipe for.
How many of you say that about your mother-in-law?
Cucumber, tomato, red onion, bocconcini with a vinaigrette dressing. She pulled up a recipe for it, and she chopped up all the vegetables beforehand. Look at that.
Ta-da!
Nice.
And it moves.
Yep.
I like this.
Yeah. You did good.
You did great.
Thanks.
She's hired. What do you think, guys? Just send it to post office box. No.
I don't have a post office box. I should, but I don't.
But she doesn't. Let me put my yarn
now that
that I may need a total mess over here.
She pulled out 48 yards of yarn to do that.
I couldn't get to the end because, where do you guys pull from? I'm a center pull person.
Well, on this type of yarn, yes, center pull.
Well, even on this type of yarn.
No, outer.
Well, I did, but then I got all this brown, and then I'm never going to get to the other colors.
You're not even to the brown yet. You're still in black.
Well, I'm still somewhere. I don't know where I'm at. Believe me, Heather, I will have it done, and you will see it on here, and you guys will get total credit for it because it is the bestest. It's a different weight yarn, though. I think it's a little bit lighter than what they normally use for some reason.
No, Heather, tell us.
Tell her.
Tell us. Is it standard sock or is it something new, something different?
I don't know. I just had to have it. That's all
I think you need a pom-pom in this color.
For what?
I don't know.
Okay.
It'll go with some hat that you make.
I'm sure there's something somewhere in my vastness of stuff that I have.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So
anyway, yeah, it was an interesting week. Tuesday, we had horrible storms around here. It was just pouring rain and everything. At 5:00 in the morning, the phone rings in my house. It's my sister.
Oh, yeah.
The youngest one, who lives in New Albany, down by Louisville.
Beth Ann.
She calls up and she says, I need to go to the emergency room. Okay. Go.
Well, go. No, she needed you to come take her to the emergency room?
Yeah. Her husband was in a mandatory conference, and so he couldn't, he wasn't going to be done until noon. So in that driving rain, I drove down to New Albany. Then, which is in Jeffersonville, which is just like over the border of Kentucky. Then they have a tornado like 20 minutes after I leave. However, in Scottsburg, there is the best Dollar Tree I've ever seen in my life. There's a Speedway right across the street, so I don't know what exit it was, but it's really a good Dollar Tree. So if you're ever down that way, go there because it's really good. And
But it's not better than Buc-ee's.
no, and I haven't been to a Buc-ee's. My sister tells me they actually made a road trip to Buc-ee's.
I would too. I would too.
She said there was
you know
one
what?
outside of Lexington.
I think people are absolutely out of their mind before I've been to one. Like you're road tripping it to a Buc-ee's.
Yeah.
Forget you. Like I am not road tripping it to a gas station. I'm not. I don't care. Oh, so there's 100. Well, great. So nobody's gonna have to wait for gas.
Right.
But come on. It's a gas station. No.
No.
I don't know if I would road trip 5 hours to a Buc-ee's.
Well, theirs was an hour and a half.
But I would, if I was staying overnight and doing something else, I would, what now? I would just put all of that on there.
I needed to wipe my nose because my nose is dripping.
So all these little fluffy, fuzzy things that I had put on top of, you dork. Yeah, I would, yeah, it's their destination for sure.
I guess they're putting one in Cincinnati or something like that.
Are they?
Yeah.
Well, that's only a couple hours.
That's only a couple hours. I'd road trip that. There's a good IKEA in Cincinnati, and there's a really big container store. And Jungle Jim's is in Cincinnati. If you've ever been out there, it is the best grocery store in the entire world.
I haven't been to Jungle Jim's yet.
Oh my God, it needs to be road trip. It's amazing. And I'm not a cook. Seriously, I don't know anything about what goes in what and why you would use it or any of that other stuff. I'm not a chef. I have
No, you're not a cook.
I have 5 things in my repertoire, and that's it.
And one of them is a grilled cheese sandwich made in the toaster.
Made in the toaster, right? But you know they haven't had those at Costco lately.
Oh,
Yeah, I know.
oh, you can't get your plastic cheese from freaking.
No, I just
One
use
of these
Velveeta.
days-
Is that plastic?
No, that's oil.
Oh, okay. So
That's petroleum.
I can use that in my car. Okay.
Listen, I can't mock anybody for using Velveeta because I'm a connoisseur
Connoisseur
of
of
Velveeta.
Velveeta.
Yeah, because it'll make anything creamy.
Yeah, you're right. It does.
You know, like
It does.
if you make bad rice, just put a little Velveeta in it. Now you got cheesy rice. You know, cauliflower, it melts over cauliflower. Super great. Like you can't take cheddar cheese and do that because it's real cheese and it breaks.
Yeah.
It breaks but now Velveeta you can make fudge with Velveeta. I mean,
Right.
come on. Yeah, there's some really bad things that are always in my refrigerator. Velveeta's one of them.
I don't know, Tammy wants to know, could we wash the hat just inside out? Would that make it? If I just turn this inside out, would that be okay?
The pom-pom is still going to be getting wet.
Yeah.
I probably.
But you probably wouldn't get as much. Oh, or put it in one of those lingerie type bags. So wash it on delicate if you wash it.
I wouldn't. I would not put a handmade pom-pom in the washer.
Oh,
It's going to fall apart.
okay.
I
might have to go home and just give it a try.
Well, one of yours definitely would fall apart.
Hey! I'll take this.
You know, you probably could.
I'll put this one
If you
in.
hand wash it, you probably could.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, that's what happens.
Oh, I didn't know it did that.
Yeah, they're just a bunch of short little freaking things.
Okay, good. Just
Don't
leave it
pull
alone.
too many of them out, or
Yeah.
it will just fall
It will
apart.
Fall apart.
You probably could. I don't know if I'd recommend it though. I don't know. I've
don't
always
either.
just taken my pom-poms off.
I do too, as a rule.
As a rule, I just take them off.
The other
If
thing
if you have a pom-pom and a hat that you don't really have any emotional attachment to, go ahead and give it a try. See
Right.
what happens.
see, I wear the hats once or twice, and then they go in the donate pile or the giveaway pile. 'Cause
Yeah.
I like making them, and so I have about 18,000 of them as they are.
So that's about how much I fill these for the most part. Sometimes I go a little fuller,
Okay.
but
then?
for the most part, that's about as big as
And
full as I
then?
go. Then you close this side up. You
Doesn't
still have
matter which side you start on.
No,
Okay.
you can start on whatever side. But you do want to kind of finish up on
Down here at that end.
on the farthest away edge, because that's what comes up over here.
Okay.
And that's what you're going to start your next one with. You see what I mean?
Okay, I got that.
So you have this connector right there.
Okay.
And that's what I said. I cut that one so that I could go back to it. But
so then you just keep winding.
So then you just keep winding and just keep winding. Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. You basically keep doing this until your fingers hurt.
Yeah, I remember. We used to use like toilet.
Now, thicker yarn, you get this done a lot faster. Or if you have two of the same ones, just do double strands because you get it done twice as fast.
Right.
Or 3 or 4 or whatever.
It's interesting. We are just developing information here that is so important. And around and around and around we go. I did get squishy yarn this week. I'm going to show you my squishy yarn.
Yeah, show the squishy yarn. And then while I'm winding, you can show the newest Etsy shop, which will be, they're not up yet, but they will be shortly after the podcast.
This is called
Susie Hot Pink.
Nope.
No.
Fuck that Sprite.
Oh, that is. Yeah, that's Susie Hot Pink. It's even named right.
This is bony yarn.
This is highlighter hot pink. It does not show up that bright on screen, but it is.
Right. Yep.
Definitely my color, hot pink.
And this one is Borealis or something. Reaches.
Yeah.
Or whatever. It came from Bony Yarn. He's in England, and Stephen West has used some of his yarn.
I
love the colors because he's so bright.
So super highlighter colors in here: green, blue, purple, pink, aqua, and then it interlaced with black.
Yeah,
that's cool. Really
kind of cool. Yeah.
So you're gonna do? What are you gonna do? You're gonna put those together, I would assume, right?
Actually, I figured I would. I didn't write down what I bought them for. I've been better, but I did with this time. I don't know why. But I've been better. Most of the yarn I
good
bought
shadow shawl.
Yeah. Oh, I hadn't thought about that.
Too bad we're making that right now. But something like that where you're doing 2 strands at one time.
Yeah, that'd be a fun thing to do. But I did think of you. I almost bought you one of these, but you're more of a mauvey pink.
No, I'm not.
No?
I'm any pink.
Okay.
But that has my favorite word in it.
I know. Fuck, that's bright.
Not only is it pink, but it says "fuck." That's bright pink.
I was like, and then look, I even have a pom-pom to go with it.
You sure do.
And I have a string that's long enough to go from here to England. So, anyway, the guy's name is Jan. Oh my God, it really is cute.
It does go really well together.
Oh, look, I got a whole set, guys. We'll have to do something with that. I guess it's
maybe you could do something like the shadow shawl alternating rows like that.
Yeah.
With those colors.
Yeah.
In a hat.
Oh, that would be fun. I like that.
I don't know how you would do the jog up.
No, we'd figure something out.
Yeah.
You just do it. I mean, you just do it like you would do.
By the way, we have New Jersey, Australia, Carolina, Michigan,
Colleen,
New Hampshire,
here,
Tennessee,
Michigan. Boy,
y'all are in the house.
Here. Yeah. So let's see. Karen said, "Pom pom cool." Oh, Angela finally caught us live.
Yeah.
It is Heather did say it is a thinner fingering yarn.
Okay.
It is a little bit. I thought it was a little bit, I think because of the name, because I'm so used to the sock kinds that they have, and it threw me off because it's like Flueberry or something like that. And I thought, well, what the heck is
Blueberry?
This? Flueberry, yeah.
It's a Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory sort of thing.
Yeah. They were channeling their inner Willy Wonka.
Right.
So anyway. Oh, these are little.
So.
Oh my gosh.
I have the photos taken. I have the listing almost ready for these little guys. They're customizable. You can make them into rings, leverbacks, lobster clasp, or needle huggers. But they're cute little fat
little cats.
little fat kittens.
Look at this fat cat here.
Wow.
I just
She
can't
can't
get
tell
it.
which way to go because the screen's backwards.
There we go. Look at the little fat cat.
It's a little 4-pack. There are 4 different colors of cats, like Siamese, a tabby. Yeah.
There, look at him. Isn't that cute? Oh, kitties.
So
Nice little
yeah,
kitty
so
cat.
that's the newest one that's up. I did put a 7-pack of cats up. Oh, I think in between last time and this time.
Here he is in a little tip hugger. On the tip hugger. Here's the little gray one. Look at that. Oh, the little gray guy's cute. They come out really good on the tip huggers.
Yeah, they're fun. For
Yeah, they
the
really
stitch
are.
saver, tip hugger, needle hugger, whatever you want to call
Whatever
them.
you want to call them. Those are fun.
Aren't they cute little kitties?
Yeah.
But yeah, I haven't. It's it's a slow time. So
Need to concentrate that brain on Advent.
I have stuff going on that. I can't tell you guys what's going on with the Advent. I can only tell you like the normal. I'm not telling her.
She's not telling me.
No, because she doesn't know how to. You don't know how to keep your mouth shut.
I do too.
I'm doing it too long. I know, shoots.
I'm crushed.
Okay, so there's that one.
That's one. I'm going to get an extra pom-pom today.
Yeah, she is. Just going to snip that guy.
So I was, got the tooth pulled too this week. So not only did I drive down to frickin' Kentucky.
Sorry.
There is a new fabric type warehouse yarn shop there, but I didn't go because I didn't think about it. And
your sister was in the hospital, so you know.
So it was a little bit different. I had to kind of pay attention. And then I had promised Sue's mom my old embroidery stuff from when I did cross stitch. And it was in a drawer in the downstairs bedroom. And I remember my sister asking me if I had something. We were on a trip on the Greenland cruise, and they were leaving for Alaska. She was taking Maddie up to Seattle. And so on Air Alaska. So I said, sure, just take what you need. She took the whole drawer. The whole drawer's emptied out. I went down there today to go through it to bring some stuff for Sue's mom. It's gone. So I called her. I said, what'd you do with this stuff from the cross stitch stuff? And
right.
She said, well, you said I could have what I wanted.
I wanted it all.
I said, did you use it all? She goes, no. I said, well, what did you use? She goes, I took some of the needles and I gave the rest of it away. I almost got in the car and drove down and beat the crap out of her for that. I'm like, okay. But all this time I had, and this is September, I had an empty drawer. I didn't even know it.
Well,
I guess now I have to fill it. Has it ever happened to you guys? I didn't even know. I mean, it's the last place I remember it was. She wants to say something so bad, but I'm not going to.
You can fill it. I will give you the Susie permission to fill the drawer.
Okay.
However, here's the stipulation.
Let me write this down.
The space that you open up in your house from filling up the drawer.
Okay.
You're not allowed to refill that space. It's not allowed.
See, that's one of the problems is I have nowhere to put stuff, when I do separate it and I put it somewhere, now I have a drawer to put some stuff in so that I'll have space to put the stuff they separate from some other place into there.
Yes, that's fine. But
Then
the
it's okay, but
space
nothing new.
space that you've created in the realm of the house by moving it to said drawer does not now give you permission to fill said space up again.
Unless this was something that
That
needs
is
a space.
that's already in the house. Not it needs it. It needs a space because it's in your car because you just bought it from the Dollar Tree. No. It needs a space because it's in a walkway that you need to use to get from your bedroom to the bathroom. Okay, I'll give you that.
No, that's pretty clear. I keep that walkway to the bathroom is never cluttered. And I have to admit, there's one room in the house that never, ever has any clutter in it.
Bathroom.
No. The master bedroom.
The master bedroom.
Nobody ever goes up there. It's the cleanest room in the house. And nobody sees it. Because
so
in the middle of the night.
That's the guest room then. That's where the guests would sleep if they come over here. Because neither you or Mikey are in the master bedroom. You guys. Oh, you are.
Me and the dog. Yeah, me and the dog. And the reason it's kept so clean is because when I get up in the middle of the night, I won't fall and trip over anything. I just don't like clutter in that room. All my clothes were put away. Everything is stacked. I even had that spot. Remember when you first had many months, you told us to clean out a section? Mikey put something there. I didn't put anything there. The top of that little dresser was empty for months and months and months. I didn't put a single thing. Now the other side, it kept falling over on top of it because I kept stacking it over there. But I didn't put anything on that spot. He put an air filter there. So now there's something there because he felt I needed an air filter in my room. I'm like, I have a dog that sheds 24/7. Why do I need an air filter? I'm like, anyway. I think that's where my retirement money is going to go now, is for air filters. Yesterday, we got 3 boxes from Amazon.
All air filters?
All different kinds of air filters for
God.
all of the air filters. Yeah, I think he gave up on tires because he doesn't have my mom to buy tires for anymore.
Oh,
yeah.
There's this one, guys. See, they don't really take that much time to
Look
actually
how quick she did that.
Actually make and they truly will not fall apart, I promise you, if you fill those sides up.
The trick is to filling it up, is to make it really full.
Yeah, they do have to be really full. Do not be skimpy. And pom-poms do take a lot more yarn than you think they're going to take.
Yeah, look, because she's down to just this little bit. And
I looked at that one and went, I'm not sure if I'm going to have enough, but this is about how much I have left.
Yeah.
I would not have had enough to do a big pom-pom.
No,
there's no way.
No way.
But here's how they come out looking. And I just clipped the big ones off.
And this is how they come out looking from the fork.
From a fork.
From a fork. And I think it's just fine and dandarudy. I'm going to put this, hang it from my car.
There you go. Window. You have another pom-pom for your pom-pom collection.
Yay!
That can go with some hat that you make.
I'm going to put this one in my car.
You should put a couple of drops of oil on that so you have an air freshener pom-pom.
I hadn't thought about that.
Hang it from your...
It can be a diffuser.
Hang it from your rearview mirror.
I
honestly, guys, I've put on maybe 8-10 rows on this guy. I still have quite a bit of yarn left on each color, and I vowed I was going to do this one until I was done with the yarn. I'm not going to whatever length the pattern says to go. I'm just going to use up the yarn.
Well, it's the same thing with this thing. This is 840 yards.
Yeah. So
it's going to be a very big. Yeah. So it's a very big thing. So got the stuff. So were you guys going to watch now we have Tennessee in the house. It's come from Texas. Are you guys going to watch it from home? Or are you going to go out
The
to a park?
eclipse you talking about? Or
Yeah.
are you talking like Final Four or some other bullshit thing?
Well, I'm
Sports
surprised
thing?
it hasn't snowed because Purdue's in the Final Four. There was snow yesterday for a while.
Yeah, I was just going to say, don't hold your breath. Like, it probably will happen.
I'm sure of it because
Tori had snow. My daughter up in Minneapolis, she had snow, like last week. And then yesterday she called me on her way home from work. It was 60. That's Minnesota for you.
it's been weird like that.
When
all
I say
year
snow
for everybody.
from Minnesota, that's at least 6 inches.
Yeah, and we were just talking that
That's not
pansies. She has pansies out there that she put out. Mikey got them to live all through the winter by just kind of covering them
them
and
up.
opening up and
Yeah.
with just plastic container to keep the cool
Yeah.
air off. I mean, we just had a very
Just
mild
put
winter.
a milk jug that she cut out the bottom on and stick a milk jug over the top of it.
I never even thought about that.
Yeah, just
How
cut the
to tell
bottom
them?
off of them.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
It's like the perfect little greenhouse for your cooler weather plants that can handle
sure.
like, yeah, I was a little concerned because I have peas and some lettucey type thing, radish stuff. And I was a little concerned because we got down to like 30, 33.
Baltimore. Sorry about your bridge. Been under that bridge. Oh my God, that was such.
Yeah.
Oh my word. How do you guys get around? I mean, I know there's 800 different bridges going through there over around.
It's got to be a
But
nightmare
it's just gotta
if
be
you're
a whole
used to
nightmare.
going that bridge.
Oh, I know. Yeah. I mean, thank God that
Well, and
people paid attention.
I heard that the Army Corps of Engineers has a plan that they can get something up by May.
Mhm.
So within a month, they could have something up and going
Mhm.
temporarily for
Right.
traffic to be able to
To
flow.
get some flow.
But building a new bridge there is going to take years
Oh, yeah.
to
yeah.
get completed.
Yeah.
But
That was like the most, you watch the Stranger Things. They used to do that. There was a show, Stranger Things or something like that. I mean, that to me would be like, who would have thought? Who would have thunk something like that? It's just, it was unbelievable. So,
there's all kinds of conspiracy theories on that already going, which is just silly.
Silly willy dilly. It's a beautiful bridge, and it
was
fun.
a beautiful bridge.
Yeah, it was.
It was
That bridge and the one in Tampa that they go underneath. The one in Tampa is cool because they have lights. It's like a light show.
Oh, yeah?
When a cruise ship is out. And I think they do it all the time, but I never noticed it because I was on a cruise ship, so I could see it from the water.
Right.
When you're driving on it, you don't notice it as much.
Right.
So that one's pretty cool, too, to go underneath.
Do cruise ships go under the Bay Bridge? The San Francisco?
Bay Bridge? No.
No.
Yeah, the tankers come in, but I don't think our cruise ship goes under there. I think they go out from I think they're on an outside port. I've never seen a cruise ship in the Bay of San Francisco where Alcatraz is, but I've seen tankers.
Yeah,
you know,
so
like
big
carrying things.
Yeah.
And a cruise ship would definitely fit under the Oakland Bay Bridge, but I don't know if it would fit underneath the Golden Gate. I rode a bike across it. OMG.
That was a bucket list thing, right? Right.
Yes.
It was just a bucket list. Like she had to do it.
I had to do it. And I had one of those electric bikes, helper bikes. No, it's not like a scooter bike, but it gives you that little oomph, but you still have to
pedal.
work.
You still have
you
to pedal.
have to pedal. And I was never I wanted to get, and then when you get to Sausalito, because you go across and then you go down this huge hill, which was the most fun ever. That was great. You come off the bridge and you go down and you go, and you zoom and you can glide all the way into Sausalito. And I wanted to get on that boat to go back so bad. I was so tired. And I parked the bike and I started to walk around and I'm walking like jelly. I'm serious. My legs were just jelly. So finally I just sat down. And then I heard the honk of the horn. And I almost missed the boat. I would have had to ride the bike back.
Oh.
And I was like, no. So I ran over there and I got on the boat just in the nick of time. So that was okay.
Mm-hmm.
So it worked out. But I did remember, scary. It really is, because it was a sunny day when I left. No fog on the bridge, no fog or anything. I don't know what time the fog normally comes in. Maybe it was because I was on the bridge. And you kind of wind your way up to the bridge. And then as you're going across, all of a sudden this fog came in.
Oh,
And I'm
great.
like,
and now you're like, you can't see anything.
you can't, no. And then and they told us, if you're scared of heights, don't look down. Just look out. Just keep riding your bike and just keep looking forward. And I was doing that until I had to make a turn around one of the pylons. And I looked down and I about froze. It's so far down. You look down and you're like, oh my God, I'm going to die.
And what is it, like grapes?
Yeah.
Oh,
And
God,
they
no,
have
nope, I
opens.
wouldn't do
Yeah.
it. Nope, nope, nope,
Yeah.
nope,
And you
no,
look down,
no.
and you're like,
Mm-mm.
oh my God.
No.
And you're doing these little tight turns around the pillar things.
No,
and
thank
people
you,
are
ma'am.
actually walking out there, and then it gets windy in the middle.
No,
And
no.
oh, it was terrible.
Nope,
And
no.
then some guy was all bent out of shape because a boat came in after he went across. He was in a group, and he was all bent out of shape. And my sister and my niece were in the bus that crossed, and they're on the hop on hop off bus going, hey Bob, and I can't wave because I'm scared to death. I'm like hanging onto this bike for sheer terror. And then you get across to the other third of the bridge, and it's as sunny as can be. I don't know what happened. Where'd the fog go? It just went away. And I'm like, I couldn't do this. It was never again.
Mm-mm.
And people have said, why didn't you do Australia when you went to Sydney Bridge? She goes, why didn't you walk that? She goes, that's walking. I said, what are you, crazy? I'm never going to do that one. That was after we did San Francisco. No, not way. Not happening at all. When I go to Norway someday, when I go back to Norway, they have cool bridges. So I'm going to do some of that. And the one in Sweden, you're on this bridge and all of a sudden you go into a tunnel. It just disappears in the middle of the water. From this side, you see a bridge, but you don't see the other end of the bridge. And you're like, is that an optical illusion? Because the bridge is out there. And then you see all these boats going over where the tunnel part is. That's freaky. It wasn't a big deal because you just drive in a tunnel, but it is kind of weird.
That is.
So
that is strange.
That is strange. So
do we have?
I think that's it for the day.
I
have nothing else. I can babble on if you'd like. But you guys probably have stuff to do.
I didn't get a ton done. I mean, literally, I did this when I was sitting here at home when my hands didn't hurt, but my hands have been so
sore.
Arthritis, I think, and then the weather really makes them hurt, and so I try to keep doing a little bit because it helps, but like one row of this is now pretty big.
Yeah.
And just getting through one row is sometimes a challenge.
Well, and you got to keep your fingers handy dandy so you can work with all these crazy
so I can still make all the
little things.
Stitch markers. By the way, I do want to let you guys know, I have a clearance section now that everything is 50% off in the clearance section, and will be until that said product disappears. So, and there's some really cool things in there.
Looking better, see, because I'm fluffing it out. I'm gonna make this work.
Yeah, like watermelon. The watermelons are in the clearance.
Oh, okay.
Basically, if I've had it for a year, it's going in clearance. We just need to make room for new.
Oh, we do.
We need to make room for new. So
that's how she does.
Yep.
And that's why people have sales sections.
Yep. Got to make room for new, and they'll be 50% off for a certain amount of time, and then I might bump it up from there. But for a couple of months, they're 50.
At least now they're 50% off. So
needle huggers, all needle huggers are 25% off right now.
Oh, the little.
Yeah. Well, Just needle huggers,
not with the ones with the charms on them. I get it. I know.
not the sets.
Not
These
the
are
set. This is a set.
This
but
isn't a
just
set.
The single thing. The single thing there.
But sets, some whatever. They might be on sale next month. I don't know.
You never know.
I'm gonna try and always run a sale because I like sales.
She does. She does good with sales.
I do like sales. I shop on sales. See, she does something too much and then that thing goes off.
See?
Do you need some sugar?
It says it's going to be low. No, if I stuck my finger right now, it would be nowhere near that number.
I was going to say.
Last night
you just had a biscuit.
It was 400. Last night it said it was 400.
I'm like, you just had a biscuit.
I went upstairs.
I know dang well you're not that low.
183. I'm like, what the hell? It's not. You're crazy. Stupid little machine that got dumb engineers. They know what they're doing, I'm telling you. And, and yes, he's still alive. Anybody want to know? The husband's
Mike,
just
he's
fine.
Still alive?
Yeah, he's just fine, doing okay. And he actually got something done. I actually got him to go on Social Security and figure out when's the best time and to go ahead and sign up for it. I said, the difference is $100 between now and September. And if you take your Social Security, you're going to have $12,000 between now and September. And it's going to take a long time to make up that $100 a month.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, but it's $100 a month.
So what?
And I'm like, dude,
so what?
Do the math. He whatever.
He's an engineer. He should be able to do the math.
He can do it in his head. He's like really, really smart. He's been out cutting the grass and everything. He's got to fix the lawnmower. It broke. The fancy one. So he's been walking. I said, I think it's time you fix it. He's like, yeah, I got to go get the part. It's on my list of things to do. I said, okay, let's get that tape machine out and get that roll.
Ticker tape of things to do.
I actually got it from our accountant. And the first time in 46 years, we've been married. It'll be 46 years, 45 years. We actually had to pay the government this year.
Well, I don't know. My outcome of my taxes is still unknown.
Okay.
We had an appointment on the 1st. Probably that was the first sign that something was going to go wrong when you have your tax appointment on April Fool's
Day.
So on the 1st, secretary or coworker or something the tax person calls my husband, and I can hear him on the phone. We're at work. I can hear him on the phone. I have no idea who he's talking to. He's like, "Oh no, that's too bad. Please send my condolences." And so I'm like, he gets off the phone. Oh, and he keeps going, yeah, I can do that. Absolutely. No problem. Just please send my condolences and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, he gets off the phone and I'm like, who are you talking to? And because I'm thinking, is this a salesperson? Was it like this? Did not sound like the typical conversation we would be having with a coworker or a salesperson or a sales rep calling in for and he goes, we're not going to the tax place at 3:30 today like we thought. His dad just passed away.
Oh, so sorry.
So my tax person's parent passed away. And they're not going to be in the office to meet with us to do our taxes.
Hey, Grandpa, you need to stay in the freezer for a couple of days.
So they asked if we could just drop them off and they would get them done and contact us. They haven't contacted us yet.
Oh, my word. That's terrible during tax season. I know our tax accountant, her son had a baby. His wife had the baby like 3 days. Before the end. I mean, it was one of these. She's like, I can't take your appointments. I'm full from now until eternity. You'll just have to call them and say something. So yes, we have to pay.
So, but I also found out. So my boss at work, he had an issue with his tax person. Like they just retired, and I'm like.
Cindy's husband is going to drive across Iowa on his bike. Wow. Christine, you're right. Never, ever, ever. Don't ever do it. It was a fun thing, but just take the hop on, hop off, and tell everybody you did it. You end up in Sausalito, you get on the boat, you come back, you turn the bike. That's
They
what
need
you
to have
to
a booze bike cruise across that bridge.
Oh, that
You
would
know,
be fun.
then you could say that you pedaled across, but you were drinking a beer while you were doing it.
It's tough. I didn't think it was as steep as what it was in the car. You just don't notice it. But boy, it is a steep. Once you even get on the bridge, it's a steep incline to get to the middle. And then once you get to the other side, sure, it's a piece of cake. But then you've got all these people in front of you who have taken the same thing like you. And the bike's just sort of giving you a little push. And it was, like I said, it was on the bucket list. And it was called Stupidity. And never again. Nope. Never going to do it. So I don't know when you'll see us again. Maybe next week. Maybe not. We'll have to see.
Are you in town?
Yeah. I can be here.
Yeah, next week probably be all right.
Be all right. So we'll see. We'll let you know. Watch for it.
Yeah, and this morning was such a cluster. I didn't get anything up on Instagram.
Yeah, we didn't even think about that. We were busy chit-chatting.
I will try to be better, but don't count on it.
Yeah, no, don't worry about us.
Just subscribe, hit the notifications.
We just sort of show up.
Show up whenever.
And then you're like, oh my God, why am I watching this?
What are we gonna try and do next week? Because we showed pom-poms this week. We should try
and do something. I can show that this is really brown and not black.
Well, you had the dyer of said yarn on there saying, no, bitch, it's black.
Anyway, maybe we'll have something else done, and I might do some little work this week or do something in between.
Yep.
Maybe I should start. Fuck, that's bright.
Fuck, that's bright pink.
It is bright. But look at the pom-pom. It was meant to be.
It was.
It was meant for me to have. See? And then you tell me I buy things I don't need. Look, I needed that to go with this.
With the pom-pom.
Yeah. And people.
So then it must be a hat.
The first time I ever saw the yarn was on Stephen West. And you know how I feel about Stephen West. I ordered yarn for another Stephen West. I mean, finished the last one. But I like Stephen West. What can I say?
And she literally, the last sentence you just said was, I make fun of you for buying things that you don't need. And the next sentence she says, I bought this yarn from Stephen West that don't even have any plan for it.
No, it's Miss Babs, actually.
You said Stephen West.
But it's a Stephen West pattern.
Oh.
But it's Miss Babs. Her pattern, her colors for the Stephen West patterns. By Stripometry or something like that. I figured it'd be a good one too. So,
on that note, we better let you go before she buys more yarn.
Enjoy the eclipse tomorrow. Let us know how you do. And I'm sorry.
If you're in the
totality, right?
Yeah, which we are.
Mm-hmm. We are.
We obviously know not all of you guys are. And I would sit here and say I'll try to snap a few pictures, but mine will not do any justice. So we're just going to go with the
my sisters, when we were on the cruise ship in Southern Hemisphere, she actually bought a special filter for her camera.
Yeah, I'm just going to go with the professionals, and I'll go with their photos.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah,
I'm not going to do anything special. So in the meantime,
I'm going to sit out on my deck and knit in the dark.
Yeah,
that's what I'm going to do.
It does get dark. Temperature does
I have a vanilla hat going. I do not have a Musselburgh going.
Oh,
this has been.
We might have to throw her out
for a while. I don't know.
We might have to
always
throw
had a
you out
Musselburgh
because
going.
you've got to have Musselburgh.
As
you
soon
finish
as this
one, you automatically have to start another one.
No, I had that other one that was a whip that I frogged that now I want to finish and make it
right. But you have a hat going.
Faux. So that project fits all of those. It was a whip, then it was frogged, but not all the way frogged. And then, you can't fix those once you fuck them up.
I think I better go before she beats the shit out of me.
Talk to you guys later.
She
It's not a touchscreen.
oh fuck. I forgot.
Bye, guys.
She'd be so
see you next week.
flustered. Bye, guys. Bye, Christine. Bye, Heather.
Yeah, hit the
Bye,
button.
Sandy. And I'm out of here. I forgot it wasn't a touch screen.